The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Shawn.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday, December 7th right now, 5:31. Yesterday, we were boasting about how, it's officially the coldest day yesterday. Mm-hmm. And I think we spoke it into existence because it came to fruition in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, our entire office was affected by the cold. And not just that it was freezing cold in our studio because of all our windows.
Yeah. Either we need to learn how to treat our cars better, but my car didn't start. I've known that. I've needed a new battery since last winter.
This story is getting old. I need a new battery. I still need a new battery.
Mine's to the wayside. It's all on me. We know that. But then our afternoon guy, Mark, he went to the gym last night. His car didn't start overnight after he went to the gym, came back out late at night. Maybe an hour. How long do people work out for? An hour?
Yeah, about an hour. I don't know if he's pumping so much iron he needs a few hours. Maybe
That's right.
Rock.
His car didn't start overnight, so he had to take a cab home. Over on our other station in the building, Cruz, one of our homies over there, Jackson, he came in, didn't start his car. He walked to work. That was wild. Coldest day of the year. And then what happened to you?
Then my pipes froze at my house.
What the heck is up with that?
I know. It was like I went home and tried to wash my hands, and all of a sudden we didn't have hot water for the next 4 hours while my husband ran back and forth to try and get them running.
Yeah. Hey, if you also want to vent and you want to tell us how cold it was yesterday, maybe something happened to you, just vent with us. You can text or call. If you text it in, I'll yell as if I'm you, and I can vent for you a little bit. Or you can call 780-791-1037. Came across an article saying gas prices, Steph, going up or down in the future. What do you think?
I hope going down. We are on this downward trend, right?
Yeah. Man, how nice is it? 147-ish right now?
How bad does it feel to say, how nice is it? 147.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That is
I guess
sad.
like 9 months ago it would have been.
Yeah, it is kind of sad. But what was it, a month or two ago? It was 170s?
Yes, totally. We can absolutely rejoice at 147. You're right.
Yeah, the article I read said, though, near traveling time for the holidays, New Year, it's going up.
Shawn.
It's going up. Hey, I'm just preparing. What do you mean, Shawn?
Well, I thought you were like downward trend. Absolutely. I agree with you. We're heading down to the 130 area. No, never mind. We're back. We're going back
I wish,
up.
man. Yeah, but I complain about this like I fill my car up with gas. I think I've filled up once in the past 2 months.
Yeah, aren't you just so blessed? I fill up my truck once a week.
Truck once a week?
Well, I put $100 in it once a week, so it doesn't feel so bad. Because when I fill it all the way up, it's $175, and I don't know how long it takes to get to empty that way.
God.
So
it's been like $70 a month on gas, and you're $100 a week over there?
Yeah, so $400 to $70. You have nothing. I don't even know why you're coming with this report. Everybody else needs gas, and you're just like, I could take it or leave it.
I'm being a good friend over here. I'm saying, hey, budget accordingly. This is happening. It might shoot up again. They didn't say by how much, but maybe into the 150s or 60s, maybe.
I feel like I have to go buy some jerry cans right now.
Yeah.
Walking around the grocery store last night, and I often like to look in the refrigerated section and just see what's new.
Yeah, I like to see what's on sale. Lots of times there's just silly sales going on the odd items, like $6 off. You're like, can I eat that? Maybe? All right.
Is there a recipe for this that comes with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yesterday in the refrigerated section, they had something called plant-based rice.
Okay. What, like, I'm trying to comprehend plant-based rice is already rice. Like, it's already a
plant. It's a seed. Yeah.
Yeah, like a grain. Like,
there's no
is it for
need
people
to be
that are allergic to grains? Like, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe.
Nope.
I don't know.
I did some research because this plant-based rice was in like a jelly pack. Like, it was $8, and it was probably less than a normal serving once you drained all of the fluid surrounding it.
Oh no.
But
oh no.
It's only 5 calories.
Okay.
So it seems that they've made some sort of rice from some sort of flour. It says cognac flour, citric acid, and water is all that's in there.
Who is this catered towards? Is it allergies of something? Is it just the locales? Is it...
It could be.
What's the draw?
Allergies, maybe, but I don't know someone who would want rice bad enough to get half a serving in this jelly water cup for $8.
There's better ways to spend your money, essentially. This jelly-filled rice.
I think they need to call it something different. I think plant-based rice is misleading.
That's kind of a hot word, too, to throw on a package as well.
Plant-based.
Yeah.
Cognac flour.
Yeah, it's like plant-based lettuce. It's like, wait a second. You're just remarketing this. I've developed a new nighttime activity, and it's sad because I'm kind of excited to share it with you right here.
Okay.
So with it getting darker a lot earlier, what is it, 4 o'clock, somewhere around there, it just seems like bedtime comes a lot earlier these days.
For some, okay.
Especially for us, because we get off around, noon, 1 o'clock, whatever it is, and then we have the afternoons free. And before in the summertime, it was like, oh, cool, it's like 9 o'clock still, sunny out. Like, it feels like you were out doing things and whatnot, but now it's just kind of like you're hampered in. And so my new nighttime activity is tucking into bed, popping some melatonin, and...
You are such a short former. You're popping some melly?
Yeah, some mellies. Popping some mellies, and then it's like 7:30, throw on a film.
Shawn, 7:30?
Well, I'm responsible, and I like to get hours of sleep, and so I wake up, my alarm goes off at like 3.
I'm very surprised by this because usually you're quite braggy about how much you sleep and how good you are at sleeping. So to say that you are now needing melatonin to up, like, what are you, a newborn baby? What's going on?
I know. It's because usually I can fall asleep like instantly right around like 9 or so, but I've upped it a couple hours here. So it's just aiding me a little bit. So I'll just toss on a film, maybe a TV show. I'm like, do I really need to pay attention to this? Not really. Mellies, watch it. So it might be like 8:30, and then by that time it's just snooze town.
Wow. And do you feel like better rested, or is this just because you're like, it's so dark out and it's too cold to do anything and I have to pass the time somehow?
Those two. It's the cold.
It's very depressing.
It's the cold. It's the darkness where I'm like, what better to do than have a warm shower, pop some melly, tuck into bed. The one thing the melly's been giving me like some dreams, like just some like weird. I don't really remember them, but I remember just like having dreams. I'm like, whoa, that was weird. Okay, it's 3 a.m. Let's get ready for work.
Interesting. I feel like maybe we should invest in a sunlight for you instead of, like, I just feel like you're like sadness. I may as well sleep away the winter. Like, I need you to like get up and get a little bit happier maybe.
Sleep's healthy for you, Steph. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't stay up till midnight playing board games over here, okay?
5 hours a night is enough for me. Well, if we needed any further proof that it was cold out yesterday and still cold out this morning, when I got home from work yesterday, I did my ritual of walking into the house and immediately washing my hands. Except when I turned on the hot water, nothing came out.
What does that mean?
Means that my pipes were frozen.
What does that mean? I'm so new to this.
Well, thankfully, it doesn't mean too much because I live in a manufactured home, so nobody had to do any digging or anything like that. But I did text my husband and be like, I think our pipes are frozen. And he was a half an hour away from finishing his shift. And so he was like, just open the taps so that if it does start running, it will. And I'll come home and deal with it. I'm like, thank you. I'm so glad I have you in my life. But I can't.
Yeah, well, what could you all do? What's all affected type of thing?
Well, there's just no hot water. So freezing cold water was running just fine, which is so strange, but none of the hot.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you the amount of times I got up to do the dishes. Like, I was just like, all right, it's time. There's dishes. It's time to do them. And then I was like, oh my gosh, no hot water. And I go back and sit down. And about 10 minutes later, I'd be like, you know what? I think I'll do the dishes.
Oh my goodness. It is hilarious how opposite we are. Like, oh, that's not working. I better go take a snooze and worry about it later.
Well, I ended up heating up hot water in the kettle.
Okay.
I was like, all right, these dishes, we're going to pound them out.
You still found a way to clean the dishes?
I couldn't help it. They just were like haunting me, like sitting there, unable to be done. I was like, I will find a way.
You are incredible. That is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Also happy to report about 3 hours after I discovered that the pipes weren't working, they started flowing.
Yay!
So
happy to hear things are back to normal-ish.
We're doing the mixed gift guide, and we've been profiling a different person you have to buy a gift for every day this week. And we got a listener submitted this one. They need to buy for a couple who have no kids. They say they're adventurous and they love board games.
What do we got for a budget for them, you think?
$150, they say.
All right. So this is kind of like a help me, help you type of situation. If you got some ideas, by all means, throw them our way. If you're struggling to buy for someone, just submit it like this person. We can throw it out there. The last one, we had about 80 suggestions for a 30-something that works at site. So a couple no kids, adventurous, love board games. I'm thinking outdoors immediately. What can you do in the outdoors? Like cross-country skiing?
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm thinking winter gear. I'm thinking a new coat, maybe some boots. I need mitts, I guess, right now. One of my mitts got a little hole, so I don't really need them. But they're still warm. But thinking winter gear. That's the mindset I'm going for right now.
Yeah, I love the idea where you said cross-country skiing, because there is like the Ptarmigan Nordic Ski Club that you just pay like $55 a couple, and you can go and use the trails all winter long, which is kind of a great gift, and rent skis. Same thing. I'm thinking outdoorsy things. What else can you get them? Maybe some snowshoes from Stratosphere.
Vista Ridge has a lot to offer as well. Maybe passes.
Yeah, I think with the kind of the couple with no kids, it's like they probably buy a lot of things from themselves, so they might not have something that they on their need list.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like, I think, an extra
experiences kind of
gift.
gift.
And with the budget of $150, it's kind of helpful to be like, oh, well, you could get them maybe something substantial as an experience around town of local things that maybe isn't a concert in Edmonton, but something here that we could definitely get them enjoying the outdoors with and being adventurous with.
Yeah, so if you have any ideas, 780-791-1037.
Mixed gift guide. We're looking for gift ideas for a couple with no kids who are adventurous and love board games.
Plenty of responses coming in over on our Facebook page. Budget around $150. Love Clarence right off the bat. He says, as a birthday gift for $150, or a birthday gift, Christmas gift for $150, you can babysit my kids.
That doesn't sound like a Christmas gift for the couple.
Yeah, no kids for a reason, I think, Clarence.
I love John here said for the adventurous folk, he said add in $10, make it $160 for the budget, and you can get them each a dog sled ride.
Oh,
said it's completely unique to our region, and it's super, super memorable.
That's very neat. And like you said, very unique. That's definitely on the list right there that I'd write down. We had board games on the gift guide here, and a lot of people are suggesting a lot of cool ones I've never really heard of. There's subscription boxes for board games. Have you heard of this?
I've only heard of it because I've seen people selling them on Facebook Marketplace when they're done trying to trade with other people who have subscriptions to it. But it's like basically like case files that have an evidence folder, and you're trying to figure out kind of who killed who or how it happened, and you get a different kind of bit of evidence every time the subscription comes.
Oh, that's kind of neat. A new style of board game. And so that's always an option. And just like, I never really thought of like just like getting bored of one, sending it back in, or do you even send it back in, or do you just keep getting a new one and you keep piling them up?
Yeah, I think you keep piling them up, but that's why I think people like kind of trade
Swapsies?
them, because they're like, hey, we've paid the subscription for this. What have you paid the subscription for? Let's switch them out so that we both can have fun again. So kind of a cool idea. Lots of great things coming in. Also, Stephanie said the Adventure Challenge book. She said it advertises to me all the time, and it's like a book with scratch off ideas of things to do, and then you can also buy a package with a Polaroid camera that goes with it, so you can stick a picture of the fun that you had on your adventure challenge.
There you go, document it all. 780-791-1037. Help us help you. I've reached an all-time new low when it comes to streaming services, Steph.
An all-time new low.
Ooh, boy, listen.
Did you add like one of the unheard of ones, or what do you mean?
Yeah. Okay, so I just finished up Wednesday, that Addams Family series, yesterday afternoon. Watched the final episode, and then I was looking for something new. Okay. And then so I finished that in the afternoon, and then I like make dinner, I shower, I'm getting ready for a nightcap type of thing, and I totally forgot that I signed up for like a free month of Amazon Prime.
Oh.
I was like, I haven't even opened this yet. I was like, there's bound to be just like a banger title, right? That I can watch. There's always like one premiere title. So I open up Amazon Prime. I'm like, let's go. I'm searching. Yeah, there's Yellowstone. Don't really feel like starting that type of thing. I just wasn't for me last night. And I think that was the banger title type of thing.
Right.
And so I was searching through some others. There was some like, man, I could maybe get into that, this and that. And I kept on scrolling. You go down through the categories, and it's like critically acclaimed, award winners, new new release, all this stuff. And I'm going. And I kind of reached near the bottom, and I didn't realize that Amazon Prime has like live news coverage.
What?
And so I get to the live news coverage, and it's like global national, global Atlantic, global Edmonton. I was like, you know what I need to watch right now? I need some national news with me.
Chose the news to watch when you were looking for a nice mindless show to put you to sleep. You were like, news, that'll do it.
And I didn't even think twice. It was just like, it was instantly, I was like, you know what I need right now? What's happening across Canada?
I need to be informed.
Yeah, and I just clicked on it, and then I just went on my phone after, and I was like, well, this is pointless. I doom scrolled for 10 minutes. I landed on national news. I have cable. I could just easily turn it on, but here I am streaming it on Amazon Prime. I was like, that's how I knew I was ready for bed.
Yeah. Did you get to the bottom? Like, I have never seen a news section. Was that all the way at the end?
I think I did. I think I reached the bottom of Amazon Prime. It was like, dude, we got live news for you. That's it. Like, we got nothing else. I was like, yes, perfect. Put this at the top next time.
Oh my gosh. It is Wednesday, which means it's SPCA Pet of the Weekday.
Yeah, always big shout out Pet Value Downtown and Eagle Ridge for helping out. Misty, thank you so much for coming in studio. Who is this lovely boy we have here?
So we brought our bear out of hibernation. This is
hold up, your microphone's backwards.
It's backwards. Hello.
There we go. We got Misty in studio.
we brought Bear out of hibernation. Mr. Bear is our big boy. He's one of our larger guys at the shelter. He's a 1-year-old shepherd cross, probably a little bit of Roddy in there. He's just a lovable guy. He likes the females. He doesn't seem to mind the males in the shelter. He's just like he's in his own little world. He's like, you know what? I'm excellent. I'm perfect. He knows his commands. Like, he's very treat motivated. So if you're looking to expand your training expertise, he's your guy. He'll do anything for a little snack.
Yeah, he seems like he would open up to anyone just with some time type of thing. Bear's definitely a big boy. I'll say that. He's got the classic color of a German Shepherd, I'll say. Like, when you instantly see like German Shepherd, but then you see his face and kind of the thickness of like the paws and stuff. You're like, oh yeah, you got a little Roddy in you.
Right? He's such a funny guy. He was just chasing around that little ball in here. He's got all that energy, but right now he's like, I want to be in your lap. He travels well in a car. So we had to take one of our employee, Kim's car up here. Our poor SPC van just didn't want to start today. So
yeah, it's a story for like half the town.
Let's see what happens. And he did great. He loved it. He's looking out the window. So, no, he's definitely a guy looking for a home for Christmas. So if you're thinking about it, you can check him out on the Facebook Live. But I'm hoping he finds a home soon.
For sure. He's so cute and he's so soft. That's my favorite part about him. I'm just like, oh, I just want to rub you all over. But Misty, what else is going on at the SPCA right now?
So tonight is the last Santa pause at the mall from 5 to 7. So if you want to get your pet photos with Santa, you can head on down there. But if you can't make it tonight and you still want to get some festive pet Christmas photos, we'll be having some at the shelter this Sunday from 10 to 4. And then we'll have nails by Royal Designs by Megan from 11 to 4. So it's just a good day to get out there, groom your pet, grab a fun photo to add into your holiday cards.
Perfect. Misty, thanks so much for joining us this morning. We're going to hop on Facebook Live right away here so that you can check out the cutest, giantest bear. We've got Britany from the United Way on the phone with us to tell us about a brand new initiative that might make your holidays a little bit easier.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys so much for having me this morning. So we are doing a really awesome Christmas tree fundraiser, which is, of course, in support of United Way, Fort McMurray, and Wood Buffalo. We have Christmas trees that have generously been donated by Syncrude that have been given to us that we are selling currently right now. You can buy them online. We are selling them for $60 a Christmas tree. You can go online at christmas.uwymm.ca, and you can purchase these one-of-a-kind trees that are actually from out in the slopes of the Syncrude bison pasture.
Oh, that is so very neat. And do they come in all like different shapes and sizes and all that?
Yes, you can definitely expect all different shapes and sizes since they are a white spruce that's obviously grown wild out here down by the bison pasture. So, you can expect a couple different things. You can for sure expect some bison fur possibly on your Christmas tree this year.
Now, what made them decide to cut these trees down? Was it solely for the fundraiser, or is it kind of like they needed to get rid of them, and so here's a way to make some money while we're at it?
Yeah, absolutely. So they actually needed to clear some of the real estate, if so to speak, to allow space for grass to grow, to provide new food for the bison out at the pasture.
Very cool. And I love that it's going towards y'all because you do so much good within the community with so many organizations right here in the RMWB. Once again, is that just over on the United Way website?
You bet. So they can go to christmas.uwym.ca, or of course you can always go to our Facebook page or send us an email and we'll be happy to send you the link.
And then is it ready to pick up right now, or how long do they wait to get their tree after they order it online?
So the trees will be ready to be picked up on Friday, actually. We're going to be having them out in Abrams Landing. So you can come anytime on Friday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and just come by with your receipt, grab your tree, and head on home, and you can go set it up and start decorating.
Perfect. Britany, thanks so much for joining us today. We'll share that link on our socials so that you can make sure that you get a fresh Christmas tree straight from a bison field.
Awesome. That's wonderful. Thank you guys so much for having me this morning. I greatly appreciate it.
Would You Rather Wednesdays.
Steph, at your favorite place to eat, would you rather have a dish named after you? The place is never going to close and you'll have a legacy there of a dish named after you.
Okay.
Or would you rather just have $10,000 right now?
Oh, give me $10,000.
Really? You don't want the legacy at your favorite restaurant?
My favorite restaurant is Montana's, and the servers already know me there with my legacy of ordering a lemonade with some strawberry puree in it.
Well, maybe that could be named after you.
Maybe.
But it's not because you're taking $10,000 right now.
True, but it's a payout now for, I don't know, no payout later, I guess.
Just don't want the legacy. All right. All right.
Sorry. Shawn, for Christmas, would you rather oil changes for 2 years or a new battery for your car?
Wow. I'll take the oil changes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
2 oil changes is like more than a battery.
I know, but I wasn't sure if you were going to go on to like instant gratification. You need a battery today versus oil change you probably need in the springtime.
Yeah. I see where you're coming from here, but I'll think long-term gain here because I can always just keep using the company car. Whoops. Or, B, using the company car to boost my car. So, I got some workarounds here.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.